As the dawn breaks and the first light touches the earth, there's a sacred moment, a stillness that invites us into the presence of God. Before the world stirs and the demands of the day press in, let us take a moment to center our hearts on Him who holds our every breath. Begin each day with a prayer. Lord, bless me, so that I may be a blessing to others. Shield me from the evil that lurks, unseen but ever present, seeking to divert my path away from your light. Every morning, we face a world filled with challenges, temptations, and trials. Yet, in the midst of this, we are called to choose God above all. This choice is not merely a fleeting thought but a conscious decision to walk in His ways, to abide in His love. As Christians, we are invited to cultivate a relationship with God that goes beyond the surface. It's about knowing Him deeply, loving Him more with each passing day, and allowing His presence to guide every step we take. Imagine waking up each morning with a renewed desire to know God more intimately. Not just to experience His blessings, but to understand His heart, to walk in His truth. Even on the best days, when everything seems to fall into place, successes, achievements, joyful moments, if we miss the opportunity to connect with God, we've missed the essence of the day. There's a misconception that we can handle our lives on our own. We often push God to the sidelines, thinking we can manage our relationships, careers, and dreams without His intervention. But in doing so, we limit the potential of what God can do in our lives. He longs to be involved in every aspect, to fight our battles, to provide strength in our weaknesses, and to bring peace to our storms. Prayer is not just a ritual, it is our lifeline to the divine. It's the weapon we wield in the spiritual battles that wage around us. When we pray, we align ourselves with God's power, we invite His presence into our lives. The Bible promises that when we seek God with all our hearts, He will be found by us. Even in the deepest valleys, even when the waters rise and the storms rage, God is there, walking beside us, guiding us, protecting us. Jesus offers us a profound invitation. Come to me, all you who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest. This rest is not just physical, it's a deep, soul-refreshing peace that only God can provide. In times of trial, in the deserts of life, His presence becomes our oasis. When we have God, we have everything we need. We don't need to have all the answers or understand every situation. What we need is to trust that God is with us, that He is working all things for our good. To fully experience God's blessings, we must learn to trust Him completely. Proverbs chapter 3 verse 5-6 reminds us to trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways submit to Him, and He will make your paths straight. This trust is not selective, it encompasses every area of our lives, both the seen and the unseen, the known and the unknown. It calls us to place our faith in God, even when the road ahead is unclear, even when we feel lost in the wilderness of life. God seeks a relationship with us that is deep and intimate, one that penetrates the very core of our being. This is not just about religious observance but about living in constant communion with Him. Our goal each day should be to seek God in everything, to invite Him into our decisions, our conversations, our daily routines. Even when we think we know what to do, we must still seek His guidance, for without Him, our efforts are in vain. God's desire is to bless us, to place His hand of protection over our lives, to fill us with His presence. He searches the earth for those whose hearts are fully committed to Him, so that He can strengthen them, bless them, and pour out His favor upon them. But this requires our full surrender, our willingness to trust Him in every situation, to cast our cares upon Him, knowing that He cares for us. It's essential to realize that while we do what we can, the ultimate outcome is in God's hands. It's okay to enjoy life even when facing challenges, because God is at work behind the scenes. Jesus came so that we might have life, and have it abundantly. To dwell in sadness, to let despair overwhelm us, is to miss out on the fullness of life that God offers. We have a choice every day, to focus on the good or to dwell on the negative. Hebrews chapter 12 verse 2 encourages us to fix our eyes on Jesus, the author and finisher of our faith. By shifting our focus to the positive, by celebrating God's blessings, we magnify His presence in our lives. No matter where we've started, God promises us a good finish. So let us embrace the journey with joy, knowing that God is with us, working all things together for our good. Begin your day with God, and watch how He transforms every moment into a testimony of His grace, love, and power.